Theravada Buddhism versus Mahayana Buddhism. Theravada Buddhism, teachings of the elders. The basic teachings of Theravada Buddhism. The first tradition of Buddhism that emerged after the death of Buddha. Its scriptures is written in the ancient Pali language, a dialect that is derived from the Sanskrit language. In terms of teachings, Theravada teachings are more direct, practical, simple, and down to earth. They believe that sainthood can be obtained here on earth. It points to the conservative and traditional observance of the teachings of Buddha. It is the most dominant religion in Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, and Thailand. Characteristics. Emphasis on monastic living. Monastic Buddhists are considered to cultivate higher spiritual development in order to attain enlightenment. They believe that enlightenment can be attained through the efforts of meditating and cultivating ethical virtues and wisdom. Monks and nuns are guided by the teachings of Buddha and the rules of monastic discipline. Are focused to develop wisdom, ethical virtues, and mental concentration. The law of dependent origination, essentially and primarily a teaching that has to do with the suffering and how to free oneself from suffering. It follows the law of cause and effect, that is, of action and consequence. Ignorance, mental formation, consciousness, name and form, six senses, feeling, craving, clinging, becoming, birth, and old age and death are the 12 components that make up dependent origination. There are two principal ways to understand the law of dependent origination. First is sequentially. The 12 components are distributed over the 3 lifetimes, past, present, and future life. In past life, under the past life are ignorance and mental formations. This results in the emergence of this life with its psychophysical personality, and how in turn the actions performed in life result in rebirth in the future life. Present life. Under the present life are consciousness, name and form, the 6 senses, contact, craving, feeling, clinging, and becoming. And for the future life. Under the future life are birth, old age, and death. The second base is cyclical. Cyclical interpretation divides the 12 components into 3 groups: the filaments, under which are ignorance, craving, and clinging; action, which includes mental formation; and becoming and suffering, through which consciousness, name, and form, 6 senses, contact, feeling, birth, and old age, and death belong. The basic teachings of Mahayana Buddhism. Its background. The Mahayana teaches beyond what has been told by the Buddha, possesses revolutionary ideas, and they claim they have the proper and correct thinking when it comes to interpreting the teachings of Buddha. They also claim that they gained advanced insights of the Buddha through Buddha communication with his disciples. Mahayana monks believe that there are many other Buddhas and that Mahayana is capable of being a Buddha as well. Schools: Madhyamika School, Middle Way, founded by an Indian philosopher named Nagarjuna who wrote texts called Perfection of Wisdom. Yogacara, consciousness only, flourished in China from the 6th to the 19th century and emphasized the importance of meditation. Pure Land School, which is the most widely practiced and known school today, it was established by an Indian prince named Dharmakara. Chan School, which claims to hail from a Dharma talk by the Buddha on Vulture Peak in India. The characteristics of Mahayana Buddhism. The Sutras, the six virtues of perfections, giving, morality, patience, energy, meditation, and wisdom. Bodhisattvas and Buddhas, teaching on emptiness. Sutras are sources of Mahayana teachings. Buddhahood is the main purpose of Mahayana practice. To attain this is to strive for bodhicitta and then adopt the bodhisattva vows. Bodhicitta means being kind-hearted, helping others when you are able to, and or avoiding harming others. Those who are aspiring to take bodhisattva vows are called aspiring bodhicitta. Sutras are sources of Mahayana teachings. The Perfection of Wisdom Sutras is among the earliest writings that express Mahayana ideas. The writing made fun of the Theravada, its rival group. It focuses on an individual quest of bliss or nirvana. The pursuit of nirvana is no longer exclusive to monks but to all lay people as well. The Lotus Sutra. The most influential among the numerous sutras that describe and propagate the Bodhisattva's way are the Lotus Sutra and a group of sutras called the Perfection of Wisdom. It became a central text of Mahayana Buddhism for its statement of one vehicle. In Mahayana, the practice of paramitas is the training of the self to learn of self-detachment. Paramita in Sanskrit means having reached the other shore. Reaching the other side of the shore means having the capacity to transcend oneself and attain nirvana. Paramita try to teach how to free oneself from attachment, selfish cravings, and self-cherishing. The six paramitas are generosity. The six virtues of perfections. Generosity can be practiced in two modes, with intention motive and without intention motive. With intention motive, performing a generous deed while expecting something in return. Without intention motive, generosity without selfish motive is giving freely without self-oriented motivation. This results to the gift of fearlessness, dharma, and wealth. The six virtues of perfection. Morality. Conducting oneself according to the Buddha's precepts. Refraining from doing harmful deeds, cultivating virtue, and doing beneficial to all sentient beings. 5 basic Buddhist precepts that are opposite of the 3 cumulative pure moral principles. Killing, stealing, lying, committing sexual transgression, and intoxicating. Patience, also known as pacified patience, does not only teach the person how to wait for the proper time but also trains one to be both physical and mentally stable. 3 ways to practice patience. Patience towards others, patience toward the environment, and patience to endure the Dharma. Diligence develops zeal in one practice. Meditation. It has 6 aspects: seeking, waiting, enjoyment, bliss, oneness, and putting down. Whatever distraction one experiences at this level should be ignored. Wisdom. When one leans toward enlightenment and eliminates ignorance. And that's according to Buddha. Bodhisattva and Buddhas. Enlightenment stage before Buddhahood. In Mahayana text, liberation or nirvana is gained collectively or collegially rather than individually. This is the reason why there are no Buddhas but there are many Bodhisattvas. Jataka stories tell that the Buddha, before becoming an enlightened disciple of the past Buddha Dipankara, took the vow of the Bodhisattva before the reach of full enlightenment. The Mahayana teaching shifted the emphasis from goal to path, from the final Dharmakaya, truth body or reality body, is one of the three bodies of the Buddha in Mahayana Buddhism. Dharmakaya constitutes the unmanifested, inconceivable aspect of Buddha, out of which Buddhas arise and which they return after the dissolution. Buddhas are manifestations of the Dharmakaya called Nirmanakaya. Buddhism is not centered upon the person of Buddha. Buddha said, "One who sees me sees Dharma, and one who sees Dharma sees me." He meant he was a vessel of his teaching and not the other way around. The comparison of Theravada Buddhism and Mahayana Buddhism. They are both forms of Buddhism. They differed in size and accommodations. Theravada and Mahayana Buddhism both flourished and became widespread in China. This is submitted by Daisy Nilamba, Dominic Plazos, Ninochka Sandino, Aram Sikalan, and Hani Renares. And this will be submitted to Miss Bridget Ann Cuevas. Thank you for watching.